almost got this one subdued.
Don't worry. I'm going to keep it alive.
Blam, blam, blam. There.
Hey everybody, welcome to Back-ish of Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
So there's a Superman movie out, and I put out a Batman episode when that movie premiered.
You idiot.
Oops. Yeah, because those tie-ins go great.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it matters at all.
Doesn't matter at all. No one cares.
Well, we put in specifically just Superman.
Yeah. The whole episode just has Superman pictures and stuff. It says Superman spoilers, and there's just a thumbnail of an arrow and a
movie
circle.
2025 spoilers.
The whole spoiler is that we didn't talk about
Exactly.
Superman once.
But I thought, we might as well do a Superman book because also I promised that we would every third episode or something, and I just completely forgot.
All right, Summer Superman.
Summer Superman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's been very hot this week.
It's been hot. It's been yeah, and the movie's hot too, apparently. I saw it, and it is hot. I like it. But in addition to Superman coming out, we're also getting an Alien show. A whole ass show that looks amazing, and I have it on good authority that the showrunner for that show hates Prometheus. So I'm like, I'm in! You're gonna break a cardinal rule for me, you're gonna put aliens on Earth, and that's fine with me because at least there won't be
hate
any
the thing I
goo.
hate.
We hate the same thing, which is what unites every American. So
They're not just breaking that cardinal rule. The name of the show
it's called Alien Earth.
is breaking the cardinal rule.
Sal will hate this.
the premise
show.
of the thing.
Yeah. I thought, why don't we combine them? Superman Aliens from 1995.
No.
They did two
Those
of
covers
these.
do not look good. That is not a good start.
What?
Wait, Superman aliens?
I know.
But he's an alien.
I knew you were going to suggest that because you said that the whole Predator episode. Well, it's going to be.
Well, you got it out of his
The same
system
thing.
up front.
That's true.
So.
Well,
But
that,
at least
no, it's specifically.
At least the
here.
Predator can communicate. These are just bugs.
Yes, they are bugs and they should be exterminated. So let's talk about how Superman doesn't do that. Because that's what DC heroes do. If you recall, Green Lantern
Right,
aliens.
he had
Hal
to put 'em on
Rayner's
another
just
planet.
Going around. We can't kill him.
Ooh,
Put him on Mogo.
can you kill a cockroach?
Oh, I don't know about that. All life is sacred.
What?
What are you, a monk now? Superman Aliens is written and drawn by Dan Jurgens with art also by Kevin Nolan, who does kind of like the finishes. And as a result, it looks like a completely different book. Like, it doesn't look like Dan Jurgens drew this at all. And it looks fun. It's actually a really interesting style that they managed to conjure as a result. It's a 3-issue prestige-bound story that is DC forward, though borrows from then the Dark Horse licensed Aliens verse.
Well, yeah, it needs to.
Incidentally, Dark Horse had like a write-up in their old Dark Horse publication, issue 41, I believe, where they interviewed Dan Jurgens. Hard to find. I couldn't get it. I wanted to get Dan Jurgens' thoughts on the matter. You can, however, get some thoughts from at least 1996 in the collected version, which, of course, is out of print because Dark Horse is on the Alien license and DC isn't going to be crossing over with Aliens anytime soon, so that's done. But the foreword's written by Chris Claremont, who has absolutely nothing to do with either property.
I don't know why I was asked for this, but hey, cool.
Yes.
I guess I owe Dan a favor.
It's bizarre that he would write this, but it's a nice foreword, and it's very much about how much he likes this.
Oh.
Which I was like, wow, he really did it. He wrote a little anecdote about how he saw Alien for the first time and how that scared the bejesus out of him, but not when
That's
he
why
first
I created
saw it.
the Brood.
Right. Yeah, there's actually a really great story about how he and his friends saw it in theaters, then went home, and then he got on the New York subway to go home, and while he was in an empty subway car, he started shaking. Like, that was when the movie hit him. And I was like, that's a really cool and vulnerable story, and I appreciate that, Chris. What are you doing in this book?
I'm telling you about a cool alien story I had.
Yeah, thank you. I guess there's no other context where he would because there is no X-Men Aliens crossover. I think these are really nice looking. Like, they're pretty, the art's great, and the promotions are terrific. What's interesting is all the promotion for it, there is a poster. I don't own it yet, but
I like that you say yet.
because I want it. And it's just this.
You should get that on a shirt.
Huh.
Me too. I want that.
What are you gonna do with that poster?
I'm gonna frame it, put it up in the studio. What do you mean? The same thing I'm gonna do with my Armor Wars poster. The same thing I'm gonna do with my Onslaught poster.
So this is Mullet Superman, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know right when it is.
Yep, cemented in time forever and painstakingly preserved in its time. Like, they refer to things that are happening in Superman continuity right now as of the publication of this book. And I'm like, don't.
Why would you
stop.
do that?
Why are you doing that? They're like, because then it matters and we can never refer to it again because it's an intercompany crossover and no one upstairs is ever going to pay to license the characters that were created thanks to the collaboration of two rival companies.
You're thinking about it backwards, man.
Yeah.
This is introducing Alien readers to current Superman continuity.
That
So
is
now
what
when
it's
they
doing.
pick up a Superman book, they won't be confused.
The throngs of Xenomorph fans. I mean, there are. Look, if you're going to do a Superman Alien crossover, I mean, look, yeah, they're not exactly in the same group. Superman fans
Right.
and Alien fans.
Right.
So
This is an advertisement for current Superman.
It is. Yeah. Oh, and it's going to get a right in. You know that
Yeah,
anyone
it's like-
who loves Alien comic books are going to be like, wow, you know, I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it would be a more successful strategy if what was happening in Superman right now wasn't so lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you
do
just set them
that.
free to write a fun Superman story
Yeah.
about whatever?
And it's like there was
Using
a
generic information about Superman that everybody knows,
Right.
that's long established, and
Yes.
nothing else.
Yes, there is a brand new character they invent for this story.
What?
That also is only used again. They talk about this mysterious Dr. Kimble who takes over for LexCorp because Lex is dying in a clone body. But don't worry, folks. If you're worried about Lex Luthor, not only are there no annotations, but you just got to pick up Underworld Unleashed. Well, rather than Superman tie into it, where Lex Luthor, in his degenerating, formerly Australian clone body, does he make a deal with the devil and then gets a brand new body?
It's a good deal.
I mean, it's not a bad deal. It's a deal we've referred to in at least 3 episodes, not including Underworld Unleashed.
So, is Dr. Kimble making aliens and eating oranges?
No, unfortunately, Dr. Kimble is not on the run.
We've now made every Dr. Kimble joke.
Can I read this digitally on my Kimble?
Dr. Cheryl Kimble is the stand-in replacement for Lex Luthor. She runs LexCorp right now.
Okay.
She will never appear in any other comic book, but she will appear in the Arrowverse on CW. They're like, oh, yeah, let's use Dr. Kimble. And I'm like, oh,
What a baffling decision.
And
I guess someone
also-
there's a fan.
of Superman
Of this?
aliens.
Yeah.
They're big fans. I mean, not as big as me, since we have 3 copies. And 0 copies of Superman Aliens 2. Completely different direction, makes no references to this, outside of Superman being like, oh yeah, those. Like, that's it.
Well, he does acknowledge
He doesn't.
that he is aware of them
He
already.
vaguely acknowledges that he had dealt with the Xenomorphs before.
Right.
But outside of that, it's a completely new story, and
Please tell me at some point in this
Yeah.
or Superman Aliens 2, an alien gets a hold of a Kryptonian and impregnates them with an egg, and there is a super
Super
Kryptonian alien.
that'd be awesome. I can tell you that a Kryptonian does get face hugged and chest bursted.
What?
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome to the max.
Yes. Sadly, we never get to see a super Xeno.
Damn it. What?
I know.
They got almost all the way there.
They were just up to the hilt.
Well, that's when whatever Kryptonian this is, I'm assuming it's not Superman because you can't kill Superman.
No, you can't kill Superman.
But some Kryptonian's just like, I can feel it. It's a queen. And it starts to burst, and they grab onto it, and
Yeah.
they throw themselves into a reactor.
I don't want to spoil anything, but it is a queen. So, anyway, there's this unidentified flying object that enters Earth's atmosphere. It's picked up by LexCorp. Clark and Lois are called from the Daily Planet to talk to Dr. Kimble about this situation because I guess due to the LexCorp of it all, they need to seem like they're on the up and up, and so they have to like have some kind of public face and reporting on what they're doing. Dr. Kimble is a scientist first and foremost, and she is so driven by the purities of science. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, well, we need one of these characters in an alien story.
I hate to tell you this, but if you're working for Lex, it's never about
She's
the
not.
purity of
She
science.
works. Well, technically, she works for Lex because it's LexCorp, but Lex can't be doing much right now because he's trapped in his degenerating clone body. That's what you get for wanting hair. there's a lot of
Dr.
secrecy.
Kimble is wearing a power suit.
She is. No, she
She's
is.
And not a
triangle.
power suit.
No, not a power suit capital P, but rather just an expensive and business-driven suit.
You can tell that she is determined and focused.
That's
That
right.
is
Yeah, from her
100%.
no-nonsense haircut to her super awesome business attire.
With gigantic shoulder pads.
Well, it is the 90s after all.
It is.
So Kimble is driven to have this space division of LexCorp get in and intercept this unidentified flying object and harness its technology. Whatever technological advancements come from this thing, LexCorp is going to have it. I'm going to study it, and we are going to exploit every fractal inch of it.
Okay.
That's the plan. And you're kind of like, all right. I mean, on one hand, I guess if that's her motivations, I'm not going to argue with her. On the other, she's so driven and not concerned with what it is or what it might house or any of the other implications, like proof of life on other planets outside of Superman. Regardless.
Well, we've been through that before.
We've
There's
been through
many
it. Here's the great thing.
It's true.
Has Superman revealed
Yeah,
in
he's-
this world,
Everybody knows he's an alien.
well, that he's an alien, but how he came to Earth?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't said, I landed in Kansas because that would narrow things down.
But they know there's ship. They know there's technology.
But that's just it. There's an unidentified object crashing into Earth. We might get another Superman on our hands. Not Kryptonian necessarily,
Yeah.
but something. And if LexCorp can patent that,
Yeah. Yeah, Kimble doesn't care about what's in it and doesn't imagine that there's anything living in it. She's just interested in taking its technology.
yeah, she's concerned about the
She
implications to
assumes
science.
that
Right,
it
exactly.
has.
And Lex is fully funding that because he's
Well, Lex ain't
well,
here.
he's not
No,
here,
Lex
but
isn't-
he would.
He
She's
would.
carrying on his.
all right, the board, I guess.
Yeah, it's really more her because she runs this kind of black site space division version of LexCorp.
Okay.
So
Just like a VP.
yeah.
Or a regional something.
It's funny, Clark talks about it because he's just there's very little known about it. The whole department is hidden in secrecy and nobody knows actually what they do here. And Lois like, thank you, Clark. I'm going to write an article about that and win me a Pulitzer. I'm going to do a thing about what this
secret
division does
LexCorp
and what they're
division.
all about. And Clark's like, well, I mean, that was kind of my idea. And she's like, quiet, Clark. They get into a helicopter to go intercept it. They have a ship waiting to catch it because they've, mapped it and it's going to land in the ocean. And
Statistically, most of them would.
Right.
and Superman is like, I want to see it first. I don't trust them. And maybe this could be from Krypton or something. So I'm going to sabotage this helicopter by burning its engine with my heat vision.
What?
And then they'll have to land, and they do, on a nearby island.
Oh, and then I can become Superman.
then
and
I
just
can
fly there.
Then I can
What
run
happens if
off.
it crashes?
I'll make sure it doesn't by just jumping out of the aircraft and then becoming Superman and,
and
lifting
then
it.
somehow.
Oh my
explain
God!
it.
Couldn't make the idea of
Don't worry, I
crashing
caught
at
him.
all.
Haha, I caught him and then landed him and then I'll catch him.
And then I came and picked you guys up.
I'm just that fast.
Yep.
So
That is the flimsiest excuse I've ever
That
heard.
is. Well,
Yeah.
That's what he didn't do.
well, that's what I do. So Superman goes and intercepts the craft. He catches it in the ocean. Meanwhile, Kimble is like, what the crap? No! No! She's not like, I hate Superman and I need him destroyed. She's just like, no, it's mine! It's mine!
How is it yours?
Because we found it. We mapped it. We identified it.
Yeah.
And I want to be here, and I need to catch it. If Superman catches it, that means it's his. Because finders keepers.
So if I look in the sky at the moon, is the moon mine? Because
No,
I
but
saw it.
if the moon fell out of orbit and you were the only person who could intercept it.
Yeah, but she
technically-
didn't intercept it.
Well, no, Superman intercepted it.
So-
But she also spent all this money and time and manpower.
I know, but
to
you
do
gotta
it.
close the deal.
I know. Well, she didn't. That's why she's mad.
Yeah.
So anyway, Superman catches this thing. Superman drops it onto the deck of the ship that was supposed to intercept it in the first place. And
Like here, stupid.
no,
man.
he's not. He's like, wait a minute, this thing is emanating something, and I feel compelled to touch it. And when he does, he is given visions that are coming from this craft that showcase a planet not too dissimilar from Krypton, could in fact be Krypton. And there's these folks who look vaguely Kryptonian, and they're having some kind of a clandestine conversation. And then we see arrangements for a city to be saved from a doomed planet. We see this city has been fitted with retro rockets and whatever, and when the planet explodes, it fires this city into space. It is, for all intents and purposes, the origin of Argo City and Supergirl from pre-crisis, and what would be post-crisis when they inevitably do reintroduce Supergirl. But at this point, it's post-crisis continuity, and Dan Jurgens knows there's a couple of mandates that they set up. well back in 1986, which was Superman is the last son of Krypton. Any Kryptonians don't exist. They're all dead. And if they show up, like from like a pocket universe or something, they gotta die. One
Superman has to
Kryptonian.
snap their neck.
That's right. Or, well, in this case, Superman only kills them with kryptonite. But we'll talk about that later, because that's also essential to the story, which is frustrating as all get out. But it's also kind of the biggest motivator for why Superman doesn't kill people. Because the whole point that John Byrne and company had when they established post-crisis Superman is he has this vow, I won't kill. Now, you'd imagine this is because he's a podunk Kansas boy who has a very black and white sense of morality that is probably dictated by Judeo-Christian mythology, and also just the fact that right and wrong, and I'm Superman, I'm capable of preserving that vow because I'm Superman and I can actually make that kind of determination. But no! In fact, at some point during the Byrne run, around issue 22, Superman specifically, 3 Kryptonians emerge from a pocket dimension. They're not his Kryptonians that are from the Phantom Zone. Rather, they're a alternate reality version of Kryptonians who find their way here after destroying a planet. They kill billions of people, then come here. Superman's like, F you, battles them, and then strips them of their powers. Okay, case closed. But then they pledge to regain their powers and then get revenge on Superman and the planet. Superman's like, I can't let you do that. So then he gets some kryptonite and he poisons them to death. And they just die before him.
What?
Yep. One of them dies shamelessly. She's like, please don't let me die. I'll suck your dick forever. And then dies.
It's going to be hard to do that when you're dead.
Yep. And then he's like, I'm going to have to take a walk or something. I feel kind of bad about that. And I'm like, oh my God.
What?
Hey, I know how bad this is personally because I've been poisoned by kryptonite before. But here you go.
Yeah.
But you gotta go. There could be only one.
That's right.
Editorial mandate. Why does he just put him in the Phantom Zone like the other ones who already are in the Phantom
Because
Zone?
they broke the Phantom Zone projector. There's no time.
You have the
You're too dangerous
ability
to be left alive.
to have them like be foisted by their own petard.
Yes. I know.
That's horrible.
They could do something.
No.
He
no.
doesn't have to murder them.
No, I use gold kryptonite. I strip them of their powers. That should be enough, but then they won't let it go. You know? They should have just left well enough alone.
What if they get their powers
What
back?
if they get their powers
I can't
back?
leave it to
Wait,
chance.
gold kryptonite strips you of your powers permanently?
Yeah.
How could he ever afford to have gold kryptonite ever be a thing then?
Well, I mean, that's a good point. That's why he has it.
I keep it safe in a lead-lined thing. It's
Yeah,
the only
keep
gold
it in the
kryptonite.
thing.
That's a little dangerous. I would destroy it. I would throw it in the sun.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I know.
It's like, well, I might need it
Well,
to depower any potential rivals.
Yeah, and then I'll use green kryptonite to murder them.
Yeah. Yikes.
but also, like, what happens if I throw it in the sun and it powers the sun with yellow kryptonite?
Right,
Or
exactly.
gold kryptonite.
Gold kryptonite.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
he murders these Kryptonians, these alternate reality Kryptonians, and then as a result, he's like, I will never kill again. And that's where his non-killing vow comes from.
There's a glaring flaw in one piece of this.
Yeah,
The helicopter lands on the beach.
right.
Clark goes, I think I saw a road.
Yeah,
Leaves, changes into Superman and flies away.
yeah.
Yeah.
While Lois and Dr. Kimble are arguing on the beach with the helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
And the next scene is he intercepts the satellite.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The helicopter is already off the ground. They're just like, Superman caught it.
Yeah.
No mention of Clark.
No.
They abandon Clark
They
on
leave
a
him.
deserted island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Lois was like, we'll just go back and get it.
Well, it's just a beach. I don't know if it's necessarily a deserted island as much as it is just a beach adjacent to the ocean.
Yeah. I mean, it is a
There's
glaring
no mention
problem.
Of it. There's not even a sideline of be like, we'll go back for him.
Yeah, we get it. Lois is here, and she knows he's Superman. She makes up a cover story.
Yeah.
between
Dr.
panels.
Kimble?
That's the kind of
Who
stuff
cares?
we don't have to show you anymore.
Yeah.
Because Lois knows he's
Exactly.
Superman. You can just assume that she.
And Kimball's like, I don't
explained
care about Clark. Like, she's
Well,
so
yeah, she
driven.
wouldn't anyway.
She wouldn't have been like, oh, we gotta wait for Clark though, everybody. Hang on a second. Like, no, she's like, I want to get my shit right now.
It's his own fault he wandered off. He can die for all I care.
We'll get him. We'll call somebody, okay? Right now, I gotta go get that thing from Superman.
But that's just it. There's no mention of it. It's a glaring oversight.
It's not clear. They just abandoned Clark. Yes. There's no sequence also where they go and get him.
Right.
But if he saw a road, he could take the road home. They're not in the Bermuda Triangle. They're just off the coast of Metropolis.
Yeah, they don't want to explore it. Like, there are some books where that's a thing, where it's like, where do you keep disappearing to?
Yeah.
But after a while, they're like, well, there's always an answer,
Right.
so just fill one in. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We've
like,
done it
for example,
1,000 times.
Clark eventually just goes like, I have IBS. Like, he just says that now. He's like, now I have an excuse. As opposed to just having to say I have a nosebleed every third excuse.
But I actually got checked by a doctor, and I had to shit myself every time
Well,
to convince them I had IBS.
you don't have to do it in the doctor's office. You have to say your symptoms, and he'll be happy to take you at your word.
Nope, I had to do it. Blasted a hole right through the porcelain.
This is a problem with people who don't read comics, because for me and Ben, the trope of, but where is he going? What is he doing? What about Clark is always dealt with.
That's true.
In the 5 movies or whatever that we
because
saw.
they have to be.
Yeah,
in
but
the
that would
comics,
be
it
exhausting,
would be exhausting
if they did it in every comic.
But we have so many pages. Like I gotta get moving here.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to encounter Xenomorphs at some point. I don't have time to show where Clark ends up and what his bullshit excuse is. The point is, we need to set up. Holy crap! Are we going to introduce Argo City
in this book?
in this Aliens crossover? So, as far as Superman knows, this is a probe sent by Argo City. And he's like, that means that there might be a lost Kryptonian city out there somewhere, and they need help.
And I need to kill them. And I guess Supergirl's, well, she doesn't exist either.
Supergirl is a clay person.
Right,
in
who's
Matrix.
not
she's
actually
Goop.
from
She's Goop.
Krypton, so yeah.
Yeah,
Also, she's a girl. He's the last son of Krypton.
Well, that's true, but also no. Goop Supergirl
Right,
has
doesn't
to
count
not be
at
really
all.
Kryptonian.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. She ain't Kara. She
Right, she
is
is
Matrix.
Matrix, yeah.
So then the probe dies. Not unlike the Inner Light, when Picard is interacting with the flute
Oh.
probe.
Wait, the probe is alive?
No, the battery dies.
It turns
Oh,
out-
okay.
yeah.
And then the probe gives a soliloquy and passes away
What is life?
to an automaton. Then, conveniently, Kimble and Lois land in the helicopter, which they establish. Here's something they do establish, is that the helicopter pilot's really good at his job. And we need that, though, so they can explain how they get the helicopter back up in the air and get to the boat.
Well, it only overheated.
That's true. Yeah, he doesn't fry circuits.
Oh, he just warms it.
Yeah, he
doesn't
forces it to land.
fry it, okay.
Which also, kind of doesn't make sense because he was definitely looking at the control panel.
Yeah.
It's not like he looked up at the motor and been like,
That one.
fuck you.
So Superman's like, I can't trust these people if this is Kryptonian, because I don't want them to find out where I come from and all my stuff. So I'm going to take it.
Oh my god, you know what this probably is? He probably just overheated the sensor.
Right.
There's a sensor that's just like, this is the ambient temperature for the engine. He's just like,
Right. Now it's like, oh god!
oh shit, we're really overheating. We gotta land.
We got to land right now. Yeah.
I checked it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't
it
know
turns
why
out-
it said that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That actually is the quickest and easiest solution for that problem. So then we go to LexPort, which is a orbiting space station that LexCorp also owns, where they're going to outfit a starship for Superman to use. The idea being, Superman's like, I know the last known coordinates of the thing that the probe told me about that I'm not going to share with you.
Uh-huh.
And so give me a spaceship and let me go find it. And she's like, I will do that. If you find any technology on this place, gobble it all up and bring it back with you. Sure. Okie
Oh, I
dokie,
didn't find
Scout's
any.
honor, I will. So he gets in a ship.
I guess he can't lie or whatever.
No, he's gonna. And so he leaves. And Lois is like, let me go. And he's like, no, Lois, this is one of those Kal-El
Superman thing,
situations. Because once he gets the idea that maybe a piece of Krypton has survived, he immediately Superman returns her. He's like, I gotta go! Bye! Shoom!
I don't think you understand.
Yeah, you're not Kryptonian, okay?
I can't bang you like I can bang them.
I don't think he's on that quest, but
That's not where you're going with
I'm
it.
not where we're going. But I
No, just like,
appreciate it
this
'cause
is super
it will eventually come up.
super
so
important Kryptonian only stuff.
Yeah.
You're not a Kryptonian, you wouldn't understand.
you wouldn't understand, all right?
We're not really partners. You're just kind of along for the ride.
Yeah.
You're more of a pet.
Oh, no! They're not Viltrumites! But I like the pained expression on Lois where she's like, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Without me.
Right.
Alone.
Yeah. So now Lois is stuck wearing this insane outfit with Dr. Kimble.
Yeah.
Those are their space outfits.
So, yeah, these are our space suits, I guess.
Well,
You know,
yeah, I
you
can
have
pee in this,
gravity
right?
Stuff.
No.
It's not that.
It's a jumpsuit.
Well, why do I have
Oh.
to wear it? Why could I just wear whatever I want?
I don't know.
point.
Maybe they put them on because they wanted to go with him because both women asked Superman to bring them along.
Yeah, but they're all wearing them. The whole
But
the crew,
everyone,
all the staff.
but everyone on the damn flight deck is wearing it.
No,
so
it's the regulation space station suit. It's how you know you're on a space station.
that's true.
How else would the reader know we're in space?
So Lois is like, "Hey, Dr. Kimble, you seem like kind of obsessive," and she's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, what of it?
That there's really no depth or intrigue to her character. You might think, oh, it's an Aliens crossover. Perhaps she's actually secretly a Weyland-Yutani droid.
Oh.
Nope. Or maybe she knows that there are Xenomorphs out there and she's using this whole thing as a cover-up. Nope. She's just the next person who is in charge of LexCorp who won't be when the story is over.
When does this take place in relation to Batman aliens?
I mean, whatever.
There's no reference.
The beauty part of Batman Aliens is there is absolutely no references that would tether it to time.
Right.
It's not like he's wearing his Troika outfit or he's Azrael or something.
I just love it if this was like, if somehow Kimble was connected to the two.
That'd be great.
Where she's just like, wait a minute, you look familiar.
Nobody made it out alive of Batman Aliens except for Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I would have loved that too. Again, no references.
I assume she's just gonna become like a Weyland-Yutani person, which is like, I have to have it.
Yeah. I mean, she's just obsessive.
Yeah, so
And-
we're setting up that.
Yeah, she's Burke.
And she wants the technology, right?
Yeah.
She wants alien technology that we can retrofit and reverse engineer so that I can make billions, even though I already work for LexCorp, a super science company.
You already
And
have
I
a
make
spaceship that
billions.
can travel at faster than light.
Why don't you just find a goddamn iron-rich asteroid? Make yourself a $1 billion.
Why don't you just
that
fly
way.
to any one of the known inhabited planets and steal their
Yeah,
technology?
the ship is super intuitive and it's easy to fly, and so anybody can do it. And he's like, "This is great." So now I can just kind of daydream, and he's like wondering about his origins and his parents. Then he thinks about how he killed those Kryptonians and how he won't kill anyone ever again. And so then he
to
hits,
explain why he doesn't kill the alien later in this book.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then finds the city, and then lands outside of it. There's a dome protecting the city, presumably from the elements, but also from something else. And so he pops out and realizes, oh shit, I'm really far away from a yellow sun, so my power is starting to drain.
Oh no.
That happened fast.
Yeah, well, it's slowly happening.
We don't know how long he was in the ship.
So he begins to reconnoiter. He finds a couple of entry points to the city that are sealed closed with scratch marks on the outside. Oh boy!
Oh.
He eventually finds a.
There's also scratch marks on the inside.
Oh! So he finds this truck that's like smashed through, and he goes through it. He finds all this blood caked on the walls, and he finds the evidence of a last stand. He cracks open the barricade that they put up, and he finds all these bodies. These bodies are unconscious, not dead. He's like, oh, this is great. So he grabs these guys. They need medical attention. He throws them into the ship and then sends the ship back to Earth. He's like, you guys go back.
No.
Oh, no. What? So he sends those guys back to LexPort.
That's a really bad idea, man.
Give these guys medical attention and then send the ship back for me, because I can't fly back. But maybe there'll be a ship here. I don't know.
You could just fly back with them?
Right. But
No, I have to
to get to the bottom of this.
I have to stay here. This is more important.
right? And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm sending back some people. They're going to need some help. And Kimball's like, and the technology, like the deal? And he's like, shut up, send it back. And so she's like, that sucks. Damn it. So it flies away.
All right, well, I'm
Meanwhile-
going to count those people as the technology.
Right?
Yeah,
So then
trying to reverse engineer him.
while he looks at the aftermath, he finds a facehugger. Now dead, of course. And he's like, what the hell is this all about? Some kind of crab? Oh, well. Well, no use to me. So then he's like, all right, I
Oh,
want
gross,
to...
it's got weird finger-like legs.
Yeah, I hate it. It looks like it's actually fingers.
Yeah, this is the vacuum of space. What's it even doing here?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Oh,
how
well.
quickly did that probe get here if they're just unconscious? The probe had to get to Earth from where they were.
Yeah, through hyperspace.
They had to spend 2 days just in agreements for him to leave on a ship, and then he was on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've
Yeah.
been unconscious for a while.
No.
No. Well, no, the probe,
That
might not have been
probe was
related
sent
to the
years before.
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
Yeah, that probe would say,
he
if that
shows
probe were
up.
sent 2 days ago, it would have said, ah!
Yeah.
It would not have been like, here's our planet. Here's
Right.
where it exploded. Here's the city we made. Please help us.
Yeah. Ben foolishly assumes that there's some sort of connection between the probe and the aliens.
No!
There is not.
There is
it
not.
just so happens that Superman shows up after this probe lands days or minutes after the alien attacked.
Yeah. No, the aliens have been here a while.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. no.
Superman drills through the ground to get in through because he doesn't want to break the seal
Okay.
of the dome. And then while he's underground, he finds an entire cache of alien xenomorph eggs. And he's like,
Oh my god, Kryptonian babies were made in eggs.
yeah, he's like, oh, this is interesting. I'm learning a lot about myself. He's just like, what the hell? What are these rocks? They look kind of organic. Creepy. Oh, well, no time for that. Flies off. We see a xenomorph. We're like, all right, cool. There will be one in this book, though, right? So Superman then starts, like, investigating some more. He finds some acid blood dripping down, touches it, and he's like, oh, it's acid. It's not burning him because he's
Right,
Superman, but he's
right.
like, huh. Then he hears the signature xenomorph hiss, and we get a double-page splash of a xenomorph attacking Superman. And Superman's reaction is completely justifiable. What the hell are you?
Yeah, he says it from Predator.
Yeah.
What the hell are you?
So they roll around and fight for a minute, and he's like, hey, big fella, knock it off. All right, I'm not a threat. All right, just leave me alone.
He tries to talk to it.
Hey, hey, stick,
Well,
stick, stupid.
I mean, Superman interacts with aliens all the time. It's
Right.
bipedal. Presumably it has intelligence. Most aliens I interact with are guys. You know, like Jean or Darkseid.
But it's hissing at you, and you're speaking English to it.
Yeah, but I came here under the pretext of saving a civilization or something.
Who would speak my language, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
you're like
the
their
probe was in
dog, you
English.
can
No, I'm
understand
sorry, the
it.
probe was in Kryptonian.
Yeah, well, it's in a language or a dialect that was very similar, if not exactly similar, to Kryptonese. So.
I guess it's
Oh wait,
fair
I have
enough.
to speak Krypton to you.
Right, he doesn't do that, which is weird.
Maybe he is, and they just don't
Well, we
show
would
it
see
as
brackets.
symbols. Well, that's
But
true.
anyway.
Because that would make sense, because you
I
might
You're
agree.
think
taking
it's like
it
their
for granted
pet.
the fact that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
They get bored of doing it every single time.
yeah.
Just like we explain where Clark is.
Yeah, this author is
He's
not.
talking
This author's not
Kryptonese.
using that.
Touche. So the Xenomorph scratches at Superman and cuts off his Superman crest.
Oh, no.
Great. Now Superman won't have his logo throughout the rest of the crossover. Not that that bothers me necessarily, but it does bother me a little bit.
Weird.
It's weird
Why
that you would do that. I don't know. It's also
That,
weird.
like Dark Horse is like, you can't show that logo on every page. Man.
What is he, John Peters? And he's like, okay, I don't want to see him in the suit. I don't want to see him fly. And he's got to fight a giant xenomorph queen in the third act. He's like, okay, this thing keeps attacking me. It cut me a little bit, so I got to take it down. So he punches it, and he's like, all right, sorry, big fella. And then it whips a tail at him, grabs him. He's like, all right, stop trying to bite me. So he holds its jaws, then the little mouth pops
the
out,
second
hits
mouth.
him in the forehead. And he's like, damn it.
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh, that actually hurts.
Ah. So then he punches it, and he ends up cutting into it, which causes the acid blood to pop out. And he's like, oh, that's where the acid came from. It's its blood. That's messed up and weird. And then it starts to knocking the shit out of him because he won't try and kill it.
Right.
And I like it because xenomorphs don't normally have this much resistance physically. You know, it's usually a projectile that's attacking them. You know, if they encounter a fleshy human, or humanoid anyway, it's a short interaction.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to be like punched. The xenomorph is rarely socked.
Right.
And he's like,
They're just on you and you're dead.
yeah,
and
so he's
that's
like,
it.
and he's like, hey, no, stop. And it's like, what the fuck?
What is this shit?
What are you doing?
Okay,
Right.
Superman punches it hard enough.
I know, to burst an artery on
Yeah,
this
like how
thing.
did he know that wouldn't
make
kill
so
it?
much blood come out as if there was a giant gaping hole in it, and then there's
totally fine.
nothing.
Yeah. You
Well,
know,
it
he
heals real
turns
fast.
a little bit. No, it doesn't heal. You know that it's still hurt because as it's like holding him and like scratching at him, it's bleeding all over him. And he's like, ah! Then he hears in Kryptonese, you and the colors move back. And then someone shoots the xenomorph off of him and then pulls out what seems to be a flamethrower and goes, it's about to get warm in here.
Oh, and they do use the brackets, so this author does use the brackets.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
So she calls out, Slinky Ugly, well done, get it while it's hot, making a kind of odd earthly reference, but she's not from Earth.
Slinky Ugly?
Oh, sure, they don't have hot dogs on other planets?
Yeah, well, she calls them uglies, and he is Slinky in this instance, so she's calling him that. It's just a way of showing that she's like a fun character.
Oh,
I'm
see.
written in the 90s.
Yes. So she burns it to death, and he's like, oh, the acid gets into his eyes so he can't see.
Superman. Right.
He has to get into Superman's
That's how
eyes so he
the
can't see.
Xenomorph kind of.
Yeah, that's the Xenomorph has any advantage on him.
I see.
So the blonde carries Superman out of there and explains, we got to get out of here before more show up. And he's like, wait, there are more? She's like, yeah. There's about an asteroid amount of Xenomorphs on here. No one says Xenomorph in this book, by the way. It's just for me.
Right.
But she says, where are you from? And he's like, my God, you got blood on it. You got one of their things. You got one of those things blood on your face, and you're still alive.
Right.
What the hell is happening? And he's like, let's just say I've got special abilities. If you get me near a yellow sun, you get to see really what I can do.
Well, too bad there's not one of those around for light years.
Right. She's like, yeah, cool. Anyway, so he's like, what is this? And she's like, oh, you must be from Off Rock. And he's like, Off Rock? You have a terminology for your slipshod situation?
Well, yeah. Well, this isn't a planet.
Right, yeah.
I gotta say something.
I gotta say something in an off-world.
What are you, from out of town?
Not a world.
There's only one town.
Yeah. It's
no one here is from out of town.
Exactly. So she's like, yeah, you must have gotten here on a ship. Holy shit, your ship? He's like, no, I filled it with a couple of your guys, and then I sent it off. She's like, oh, you fucking idiot. So she's like,
you just doomed your own world.
By the way, he's still talking to her in Kryptonese.
Right.
And she's like, well, that explains your funny accent. And he's like, yeah, I don't speak it as often as I like to, And so he explains that he's from Earth, and then she's just like, okay, well, I'll take a look at your eyes while we're doing this.
Wait, so they have Kryptonese too? Are they Kryptonian?
Presumably.
How come they're not wearing their underwear on their outside?
Superman looks like that because Ma Kent made it for him.
Yeah, that's a costume.
That's a costume. Yeah, no, the Kryptonians look insane.
Yeah, this is the weird ones that use like breeding chambers and stuff. They all dress the same.
Yeah, they have like black gowns with like frilly shoulder pads and stuff. It's a whole thing.
But she doesn't look like that either. But that's the necessity.
Yeah. Anyway, so this young blonde Kryptonian is helping Superman out, and he's just like, well, I'm Cal, I guess. And you are? And
Kara.
She says Kara.
What?
It is Kara.
And
Except
like,
it's not.
Oh my God, are you introducing Supergirl in an effing Aliens crossover? Is that what we're doing here? So then we see on the ship back, one of the dudes who was impregnated gets a chest burster. So a Xenomorph is just sitting in the ship going like, oh man, when I land, this is gonna be awesome. So you're like, good job, Superman, you're really effed up today.
Yeah.
Maybe you just stop. Like, just stop trying to recapture anything from your dead planet.
It never goes well.
It never goes well.
Yeah.
Oh, a probe from someone who speaks Kryptonese. Excuse me.
Yeah, can't have that.
It can't ever go well because if it did, we wouldn't write a book about it because that'd be boring.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that'd be boring. I'm
not
gonna
be triumphant.
I'm not gonna do a 3-issue Prestige Bound miniseries about Superman enjoying a great ham sandwich and then getting a blowjob. Like, it's just not gonna be fun. What is this, written by Garth Ennis? So the LexCorp gets a signal that the ship is coming, but it's in a collision course. No one's flying the damn thing.
Oh no!
And so they're like, And so they're like, we gotta figure out how to do it. We're gonna blow it up or something.
Of course, no one's flying it.
Yeah.
He sent it back with injured people inside.
Well, yeah, but I would hope that they would wake up or it would have like some kind of thing. But no, the navigation system's busted on it.
Oh.
Yeah, because the Xenomorph fucked with it. So,
it's like our grandma, like,
yeah, I mean, might as well.
Smashing stuff. Yeah.
So Lois is like, well, I guess we're dead. The whole thing's gonna explode. Like, a ship's gonna smash into this small orbiting space station. We're dead. And Kimble's like, shut up.
Kimble should have no problem being like, well, there's no technology on board. Blow it up.
Right, but no, she's like, I don't know what Superman put in there, so let's figure it out. So Kimble uses the remote systems to pilot the ship itself remotely into the hangar bay. And it's actually a really fun, tense scene where she's like, the guy's like, we can't do it. She's like, get the fuck out of the way. I can do this. I'm not going to lose my prize. So she flies it in. They find a dead dude with a hole in his chest, and they're like, ah. And of course, there was like a couple-minute delay between when the ship landed in the hangar bay and when people got into the hangar bay. Just enough time for a Xenomorph to slink out and then hide in the air ducts of this space station.
Right, of course.
Kimble's like, all right, get everybody into the infirmary and let's check them out. And so Lois goes and checks the ship to see if like there's anything that Superman might have left for her, to indicate like that he's okay or
Like
that
a
they
note or...
Well, sometimes he always like gets a little present, like a little knick-knack, and just like Brings it
She's
back
like, what
for
did
her.
you leave for me? Like a little troll doll or something?
What'd you bring me back this time?
Yeah, nope, nothing. Except some goo.
Ugh.
And-
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross, Clark.
Thanks for splooging in the cockpit. I know it's called that, but like, could you please not go so literally? So we see Kara and Clark just kind of like hiding in the catacombs of Argo City, and so they get to what she uses as an infirmary, and she used some special gel to help heal his eyes. They're a floating city in the middle of space. They ran out of food and stuff like way fast, and things were not going well. You know, they had a ruling council, but like hungry, starving citizens were going to destroy them. But then a ship landed, and so they sent a crew to go check it out. And of course, there was a queen inside, and she was under cryo. Like, this ship must have been transporting a big, horrible surprise for somebody, because there was eggs and also a xenomorph queen. And thankfully, they were, you know, frozen.
She was like the scatter. They used parts of a home world to blow it up
Yeah.
and then like transfer it themselves somewhere else.
I, for the life of me, I'm like, well, this is what you do with your engineers, right? Because like that's what was on the ship in Alien. It's like the engineers were bringing those. Although the implication in Alien necessarily wasn't that they were going to send it to Earth to kill everyone. It was instead that like, oh, maybe it got on there.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't even have the.
It was just a random ship.
In
right?
Alien, we didn't even know that there was a queen. It was just that
Right.
there were thousands of eggs in there.
Yeah.
But and of course, if you check out Alien and the deleted scenes, there is no queen. Then we get 3 pages of Kara just posing in this fun spacesuit,
What?
which I think is hilarious. I'm like, what? Why would she do this? And she's like, well, Clark, so Argo City was then attacked by these horrible xenomorphs, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm taking pictures here, honey. We're gonna die. Why are you doing this bit? This derelict ship lands outside of Argo City. They send a contingent to go check it out. They find the xenomorph queen under ice along with a bunch of eggs, and they're like, okay, well, that's a waste of time. Eventually they get hungry, and someone goes out there and goes, well, I mean, maybe it's dead, so we're just gonna carve up the xenomorph queen and eat it. And when they thaw it out, it comes to life and killed everybody. And of course, hatched the eggs. And so now, and that's why these people are suddenly being attacked by aliens, but why the probe predates the alien attack.
This is why you don't eat bugs.
But lobster is so good.
I know! Look, it's a catch-22. If it's underwater, that's one thing.
Yeah, sea bugs are okay.
Sea bugs are fine. Space bugs
bugs
are
are
not.
not.
Also, if it's giant,
Well-
maybe don't mess with it.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I would have a problem once you carved into it and it burned a hole in everything.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. You have to, like, get it right in the skull between the eyes first. It's a sharp knife, just, like, right into their...
Oh, I heard that if you put them in the freezer, it puts them to sleep.
You do
and then
both. It's both.
It's both. And it's like, actually, no.
I mean, if you put
Actually,
it in the
none of it.
freezer,
There's
it
nothing
does
you can do. It's horrific.
go to sleep by dying and freezing to death.
No, you put it in the fridge to cool it down. You
Yeah.
don't put it in the freezer.
No, you put it in the freezer. You put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes
Oh, yeah, no, but not long enough for it to like
to expire.
freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want it frozen.
Yeah. I mean, like, there is a small contingent of survivors, and they are fighting like hell against the onslaught of xenomorphs. And so Superman's like, all right, well, we gotta save who's left. And then he starts to fly. And she's like, holy shit! You are a flying man! What is that
Like,
all about?
Oh yeah, did I?
And he's like, oh, like I said, I
still
have
have many
special abilities,
powers.
okay? Superman has many powers. But I'm not doing great. Like, I'm at like 20% efficiency right
20.
now. Yeah.
That's quite low. Okay.
Yeah. So he's
I'm
like,
hovering right now. I'm not really
I'm
flying.
not flying. I'm floating. So,
This is a serious threat to me. This situation.
exactly.
Everybody.
So she explains the xenomorph birthing process, and he's like, oh no. I sent like 3 of those things to Earth. I'm an idiot.
Oops.
So meanwhile, on the spaceport, we got the infirmary. One of the dudes wakes up, and he's just like speaking his crazy moon language, and they're like, ah, damn it. This is just a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
What am I supposed to do with this?
We don't even have like, he doesn't even have a cell phone. Like, this is gonna be
I wanted technology and I got a friggin' problem.
Yep. So then he starts screaming, and then his chest explodes, and his xenomorph pops out.
Yep.
And they're like, "Oh, that's crazy." So then it slinks away, and so we got another problem.
Yeah.
And I love it because they talk about how, like, well, it was really small, so I'm sure it won't be a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be a problem at all.
So Superman's like, "We got to find a ship or something," and Kara's like, "Dude, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe a couple of us would have had that thought. Maybe like 100
yeah, why
years
don't we
ago."
just get a ship and fly away from this place?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good call. So then they hear some gunfire, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on? So then he's like, all right, we don't
Sounds
have
like
time.
Lobo.
That'd be awesome. Again, no Lobo in any Alien crossover. It is a crime. Marvel has the license now, but they are doing Marvel DC crossovers again, so let's get moving. But anyway, Superman's like, we don't have time for this. She's like, we could take a transport and it'd take like 20 minutes or whatever. He's like, all right. Whoop. So he picks her up and flies her out there. Meanwhile, Lois is explaining to like one of the technicians about this ship, like, what are we gonna do? We gotta figure out what's going on. And then he's like, She's like, what's going on? It looks like he's getting chest bursted like Bishop did at the end of Aliens. And it turns out there's a Xenomorph and it's poking him with his tail, and so that guy's dead. And Lois...
That was the Queen move.
I know.
Your tail's not big enough to do that.
It's pretty
No,
big.
it
It's a
is.
big tail.
It's a big tail.
It's just that we've never seen them do that, and they never would. But
now they do.
it's a cool visual. So Lois is just paralyzed with fear. I love this depiction where she's just like, I can't talk. I can't even move. So it gets into her face, and that's where we leave Lois Lane. Like, Lois Lane face to face with a Xenomorph. You're like, oh, she's dead.
Yeah,
100%.
Yep.
110%.
Exactly. Superman lands with Kara at the box, which they refer to like their stronghold. And so Kara's like, grab a gun, start blasting, Cal. We gotta kill these motherfuckers. And he's like, there has to be a better way. And he picks up a gun. He's like, maybe there isn't. Like, maybe I should just shoot these space cockroaches.
Shoot them now.
100%.
So then he throws the gun as far away from anyone else who'd be willing to use it as possible. And he goes, no! And then a Xenomorph attacks him. And then he has to, like, fight it. So he's wrestling with it, and he's like, wait, Kara said they're bothered by heat. So he uses a little bit of his heat vision and burns
Gotta be
some
careful
of it.
not to hurt it.
And so one of them grabs Kara.
You dope.
I know, and that's the whole book. So one of them grabs Kara, she's like, shoot it! And he's like, no! And jumps into it. This is the kind of trauma that Superman imposed on himself when he needlessly murdered those Kryptonians. And that's the thing, like, all right, so like, yes, I understand the reasoning behind him having this policy.
Right.
If you elected to murder those people, which you had no business murdering, you
That's
already
the thing.
stopped them.
You shouldn't have killed them. You,
But you
should kill these.
These aliens, are you kidding?
Nope, I have to always make the wrong choice.
And there's like another chapter. Like you gotta admit there's gonna be a great moment where Superman fights, because he does. He bear wrestles this like one Xenomorph. Everyone's like, brrr, they're shooting like 12 at a time, and he's like, hang on, I've almost got this one subdued.
Don't worry. I'm going to keep it alive.
Blam, blam, blam. There.
And
Hey, I found that gun you threw away.
we only lost 6 people to get it. Also, you wasted some of your super strength
Yep.
fighting it. So now you're just another body, like the rest of us.
Yep.
So I would hope that maybe Superman learns a lesson. And then, I don't know.
He won't.
They find an artificial sun that like powers Argo City. And then he gets supercharged. And then he goes outside
up all
and just
the-
goes, brrr, just
Oh, you
flash
guys were
fries.
right.
Yeah. No. Not even a little bit does that happen.
I can't believe this. He's fighting it to subdue it,
Yeah.
but while it strangles Kara, he's like, all right, I have to be really strong, and he rips its tail off.
Yes.
Yeah. I can hurt it real bad.
Imagine ripping someone's arm off and being like, don't worry, I've subdued you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't kill you.
Yeah. I didn't kill you though. I didn't break my vow.
But it's like,
I'm about to die
it's
from
like,
blood
well,
loss.
they are like gross bug creatures, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to a person.
No.
Also, it's kind of self-defense,
But like,
but then you should be able to kill them.
what kind of hypocritical bullshit is that?
Look at this. He's beaten, wounded into unconsciousness, and I didn't have to kill him to do it.
And she says,
This
one
is
out of
a
100.
This is a win for Superman.
Yeah. She says, you might feel good about being a Saint, Cal, but I'm out to win a war. I'm like, fair point,
It's
Kara.
only 1 out of 100. Yup.
So
like-
Lois manages to run away from the Xenomorph, but she's sealed in the hangar bay. And she's like, hey, open the door.
100% she's dead. Those things are wicked fast.
I know.
It's
know.
toying with her or something.
Yeah, it's having a good time. Kimble's watching this over the shoulder of one of the technicians that's like monitoring everything.
Let's see what she does.
Well, she's just like, leave it. And the guy's like, well, we could just override the door. Like, we could let her in, right? She's like, I never heard your suggestion. And I better never see it on the record. And I'm like, oh, here we go. This is why Kimble is in the book, so that
Right.
she can die. So she can be
Right.
killed by a Xenomorph.
Because she's horrible.
And like, you know, the Xenomorph's like punching shit. She's trying to get into the ship. And I'm like, oh, this will be great. So she gets in the ship, and then she hits the retrieval sequence, and now Lois goes to Argo City and helps Superman. Nope.
Well, no. Then she would face Karen and be like, "Who is this floozy Clark?"
This is where it gets incomprehensible. The Xenomorph manages to shatter the windshield, but not suck Lois out into space. Then they close...
She put her seatbelt on.
Oh, right, that's true. So space
Except she
doesn't
did.
suck her face off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the door,
Lack of oxygen.
Yeah, the door seals closed, breaking half of the ship and trapping the Xenomorph out into space. So then Lois gets back out of the ship. And I love this because, like, you know, as far as Lois is concerned, they didn't hear her on the monitors. And as far as the people behind the monitors are concerned, well, you know, Lois is a pain in the ass, and we want this thing. I didn't get any technology. Maybe we could aliens this. We could steal the Xenomorph. We don't ever really go that far with it. The same reason why Alien Lieutenant wants it. It's a bioweapon. We can, like, drop this on, you know.
Yeah, I never understood that either.
Well, because
it's going to overrun wherever you put
they
it.
think they can control it. Because they think once they understand it, they'll be able to work it out.
Right.
So then we see Superman hand-to-hand combating these aliens, and we see how... We see the toll on
We see how
him.
poorly he's doing.
Yeah, like, he loses his whole shirt and one whole pant leg.
What?
And I thought it was, like, bad coloring, but no. He loses one entire pant leg.
What the hell?
He keeps the boot, though. So he looks ridiculous.
What? How can you say that?
It's just...
This is a man who is trying.
Yes.
What?
He's going through it. And it and it took his pants.
Maybe he took off the pant
No,
leg to
he
use
took his pant.
as a bandage.
His pant leg, yes. Yeah, no.
Oh, well, okay. So in this more detailed view, you see there's a little shred.
Yeah, they pulled one pant leg off.
But then in the other panels, there's a straight line where his underwear is. It's as if he, like, surgically...
Yeah, he probably just pulled it off. It was annoying him.
Yeah.
It's like, well, look, if I'm going to have no pants, I'm going to have no pants. I'm not
look,
wearing a loincloth here.
You know how once you notice a loose thread, you're like, I
gotta deal with this. Exactly.
But your pants are connected all the way through your underwear. How do you separate the left leg from the right leg?
No, they're not.
Right?
This is not separate underwear I put on over it.
Yeah, no,
This is like a seam.
This is like a 3-piece outfit.
Yes.
This leg, and the underwear. They're 3 separate pieces of cloth.
They're just
They
sewn.
are.
They're sewn at the seam.
How do they hold up?
I have
If
a
it's
belt.
sewn, you have to rip it off. It wouldn't just come out nice and clean like this in a straight line. There'd be tears.
Oh, exactly. That's why he's just, I gotta fix this.
I know,
Hang
it's
on.
insane.
I got a button. I press it. It releases the pant
Release
leg.
the pant leg! We don't even see a Xenomorph, like, pulling on it.
I use this for date night.
It's just gone. Yeah, you can't just pop right off. Each one.
It's Velcro.
Yeah, they're tear and release. So anyway, he finds like a belt of grenades, and he's like, "Oh, these will knock them out," and like throws them. And Kara's like, "Thank you for using lethal force on these things." But no, they
No,
just
I was getting them away from
like-
the fight.
yeah. This will distract them, and they go down like plastic bowling pins. And he's like, "All right, Kara, get your people out of here." And she's like, "There are no more people. It's you, me, and this guy I'm holding.
What else died?
Everyone's dead."
Thanks for your non-violent effort.
I hope you were feeling good about yourself.
Sorry,
You're feeling good
non-lethal.
about the
Yeah.
people you just indirectly killed by not fighting these xenomorphs more effectively.
Yeah, I love it. So she's just like, he's like, "Where's the rest?" Dead. He and I are the only ones left. Oh. Yeah.
Well, you were distracted by the xenomorphs.
At least he says, "Oh." Like, at least he's like, "Oh."
I made a bad choice.
Then he says, "Okay."
Okay, well, I gotta shake that off. And you know what? Maybe, how about this? You like that flying thing? How about I fly you guys out of here? So
You know, this is actually really good because there's only 2 of you. I can easily fly us out of here. If there were more people, I might not be able to make it.
Yeah, so he flies them out, and he's like, "All right, Karen, now we gotta move." And she's like, no, I'm just too tired.
At this point, she should turn the gun on him. Like, you're a menace.
Yeah.
She's great. She's
You're
just-
almost as bad as these things.
I know. Because all you were doing, you were like razzling them. You were like, "All right, now you're next." And then what's going on? My friends were slashed to death by ruthless, perfect killing organisms.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Oh, you had
that
pretty
sounds
rough
like a
time.
problem.
that
for
sounds
you.
like a problem for you. Maybe it's because you were using lethal force.
Have you ever tried talking to them?
I did.
I think it's because I don't have invulnerability.
Ah, that would do it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever tried having invulnerability?
You should give it a shot.
I can't.
Maybe your friends wouldn't have died.
I don't even know what that is because I've never been near a yellow sun. Anyway, so her depiction is amazing. Where she's just like, I've been fighting and struggling for battle since I was a little girl. I feel like I'm 200 years old. This is not telegraphing. She isn't really 200 years old. She's just like, I feel like I'm drowning in a gruesome nightmare that will never end. Let them come for me. I don't even care anymore. And so she takes a nap. He's like, why don't you sleep? I'll take the first watch. And so, he's just like, well, this is a problem. Like, if I can't get back,
This is a problem. She's very violent.
No, he's not judging her.
No, but he does say she's distraught because she feels that she's the last of her kind.
Like me.
She didn't say that at all.
Right.
She's distraught because she's been through a war for her entire life and watched everyone she knows die.
Yeah, that's why she's like that. Clark.
That is not like you.
No.
I mean, it's slightly like you, but mostly not.
Mostly not. Well,
It's not all about you. Jesus.
That's why it's very like Supergirl. Like Supergirl is angrier than Clark.
Yeah.
Because she's remembers Krypton and she went through a lot.
He didn't have to witness it.
No.
She did.
Yeah. The Xenomorphs managed to crack the barrier of the city itself, and they also managed to rupture these like fuel linings that were powering the city in the first place. So the city's going to explode soon. Not unlike when the city was going to explode in Aliens.
Pretty sure if I shrink this down now, I can
get
add
a
to
lid
my
on this.
collection.
Yeah, I can have little Xenomorphs. Kind of fun. Just, look at them go.
It's like an ant colony.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the lines explodes, which causes the building that they were on top of to fall, and so Clark and Kara fall under the rubble, and Cal has invulnerability, so he's like, Kara, are you okay? And then he gets attacked by Xenomorphs, and he's like, not now! Get off of me!
I imagine she got to sleep for 5 minutes.
Right, exactly. Which is still 5 more minutes than she's gotten in the last 6 months. But so he's overwhelmed. The Xenomorphs just dogpile on Superman. And when he wakes up, he's in an egg chamber, and he's sealed to the wall. And there's the Queen looking at him, and he's like, that's gotta be the Queen they were talking about. And then he sees,
Hi, I'm Clark.
right, talk to her, you jackass. So then an egg pops open, facehugger pops out, and he's like, no, not me! You won't get me! Slaps onto his face. My throat is and that's it.
Oh.
Superman gets facehugged.
Wow.
So when you asked if a Kryptonian gets facehugged and a chestburster happens, yes.
Holy shit.
That is a ticking clock.
Now there's stakes.
Yeah, that's right. Superman's got to find a yellow sun pronto.
Wouldn't that just power up the alien, though?
Nah, because some part of Superman imprinted onto it. We got 2 stories. We got Superman fighting for his life with potentially Supergirl on the doomed city of Argo, while Lois is in Alien 1, where she's just running from this Xenomorph.
Yeah.
You have to send me back down to Earth.
Yeah, quick!
now.
I have a solution for this. Send me to Earth.
Blow up
this?
that ship.
Yeah, how about we just all leave?
Yeah.
How about we just leave? What are we still doing here?
Yeah, like we're seeing the infirmary, and the other guy's like, "Oh no, now I'm gonna get chest bursted," and Lois like, "You gotta like burn those people immediately," and Kimble's like, "No, I want to get everything. Hang on a second. These life forms are valuable." She's like, "No, we gotta kill them because I do not have some weird trauma about killing my own multiversal kin or some nonsense." And she's just like, we gotta help them. We gotta figure out some way to save them and kill the things inside them.
Right.
It's like, no. Those people are dead. They may be screaming, but they're dead. Like, don't worry about them.
Oh. Okay, well then let's kill them. She jumps immediately from, we have to save them, to, oh, we can't save them? Okay.
Yeah. And she's like, we can't. They're perfect. These organisms.
How do you know?
You
You didn't even see a facehugger.
Right?
You don't even know how they work.
Yeah. So,
No, but they burst out of people's chests, and that is friggin' dope.
exactly. Then I like that.
I like that.
And
Somehow, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So
earlier on, when one of the chest bursters came out, it immediately escaped. It burst out of the chest and
just
out of
took
the
off.
room. Yeah, there's like,
But
we
the
had no
door's
time.
closed. It's okay. The doors are closed.
Yeah, the door's closed.
So then Lois opens the doors, And
Exactly!
But then she douses them in a flame-promoting chemical and then burns the bodies and the Xenomorphs.
She finds hairspray.
Yeah.
And somehow produces a match from nowhere.
Yeah, from the plot. And so she burns them, and she's like, "You idiot!" Like, do you understand how much this stupid Superman story has cost me personally? Like, we were supposed to just get a probe out of the ocean. We've lost a helicopter. We lost the probe. We went to this space station.
You got your helicopter back.
Oh, great. But my spaceship is also destroyed.
Yeah, which cost
Yeah, I
100
can't.
times more than that helicopter.
can't fix
1,000
that, I'm
times
sorry.
more than
And
that
the
helicopter.
space station is probably for naught.
Yeah.
There's also a Xenomorph running around.
Yeah. The only thing of value was those little babies, and you just killed
And
them.
you burned them. Oh, and the corpses of those humanoid aliens as well, which might have been worth something.
Right.
You know, maybe they had Kryptonian syphilis, which can cure Earthbound AIDS. Who knows? You don't, and neither will we. Ever. Thank you. Congratulations. Anyway, I'm going to steal these aliens' biological secrets for myself and somehow make a profit off of this.
I love that Kimble just freaking socks
Lois
Lane.
Yeah, just punches her in the
like,
face.
I've had enough of you.
That's enough. You have not done anything productive in this entire trip. And I'm going to shoot you now. I'm just going to blow you away.
I don't love that Lois gets hit. I just love how
No.
frustrated Dr. Kimble is.
Yeah.
You're like, I have plans.
Yeah.
And you keep screwing them up.
It's like, yeah, but like your plans are objectively evil. I mean,
It would have been great had she been like, I wish I'd just let you die in that airlock.
Right. Well, I tried to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, Superman wakes up and he's like, oh no, I got face hugged. So then Kara
I can't
pops
believe that happened to me,
Not
Superman.
Me. I'm the main character.
Not me.
All the time. So Kara pops in from a localized teleporter, which would have been helpful in either of the other two chapters, and busts out a flamethrower. She's like, all right, you uglies, give them to me or I'm going to burn you all alive. And so she starts burning all the aliens, and then eventually they realize that the Xenomorphs are not attacking them. And it's because they've already impregnated Clark. So
they're not gonna hurt
They're not going
him.
to hurt him, especially because what we find out shortly thereafter is there's a queen inside of him. And it's so funny because like she's like, all right, we're out of here. Bear. Bear, 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 bear. He's like, what do you, your localized teleporter is not working? She's like, there's no power. So anyway, we got to get out of here. So she points her flamethrower at Clark, which causes the Xenomorphs to back off further. And so when the queen backed off, that's when Kara realizes that what Clark is carrying is a queen.
Yeah.
And so they make their hasty retreat. She sees on his face that he has like the marks from the face hugger.
Yeah.
And so she's like, you're dead. And then he sees that she has the same markings.
Well, if
So he's
I'm
like,
dead, you're dead.
so are you. And he's like, no, this is okay. Because he's been burying the lead the whole time, but he's like, all right, I'm going to level with you. You're Kryptonian, which means that once we get to Earth, we'll just get the yellow sun.
Right.
And we're going to burn this shit.
vomit
We're
these
going to
things
vomit
out.
the Xenomorphs out of our bodies. And she's like, oh, you're Kryptonian? And he's like, yeah, like you. And she's like, I'm not Kryptonian. None of us are Kryptonian. And he's like,
Oh, no.
no. This is for nothing then.
No.
Oh, and he just burns the place to ash, including Kara.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't give a shit.
Right?
Yeah, what are they then?
They're Odolinian, a planet invented for the story that is a neighboring Earth to Krypton that is Krypton-like, but visited by a character established in previous Superman lore known as the Cleric. Because we got to make this a Superman book. Because it's not enough, right? Like, Lois is fighting a Xenomorph, and the company. We got Superman on a doomed planet surrounded by effing Xenomorphs.
Yeah, but there's no fun Daily Planet stuff. Like, how do you know it's a Superman
right, like,
book?
where's Jimmy?
Right.
What's he doing?
We gotta get some more Superman stuff in
Yeah,
there
and
to
like-
make up for not having Perry
Well,
White and Jimmy.
Yeah, where's Steel? How does Eradicator fit in all this? What is Cyborg Superman?
I can't believe Cyborg Superman.
It's outrageous he's not, and I'm not bearing the lead, I promise. He's not going to show up at the 0 hour. He's not in this. No additional Supermen are in this book. This book is a fake out to make you think this is how we're going to introduce post-crisis Supergirl.
That's friggin' crazy.
And
Why
then
would you
It
believe
would have
that?
been great.
It would have been, actually, I would have preferred it if it was just yes.
Except
you know
they would
what?
never.
Kara Supergirl is introduced in Superman Aliens #1. Like, no.
Wait a minute. Why is this a city on a rock floating in space if it's not even from Krypton? You mean one of the other planets also exploded?
Yes.
What?
And they named their city Argo City after their sister city of Argo City.
Well, that was my
Krypton.
next question. Like, how?
Well, they learned all this.
That's a weird coincidence.
No. No.
Wait, did
it's
they
not a
do that
coincidence.
before or after they got ejected into space?
Before.
That is unbelievable.
Well, because in the previous continuity, Argo City was destroyed. They didn't. There is no Supergirl.
Oh, okay.
We never did the Supergirl thing post-crisis, so this is the only
right.
time we could have
It's
done it.
not like there were two Argo cities
No,
that were both
floating
ejected
in different
from-
directions.
Okay.
No.
That would be too okay.
No.
Well, that's
Now-
Argo 1, and this is Argo 2.
Yeah. And they're from different planets. They also do have Argo City have happened post-crisis, but not yet.
Oh, so
Because they do have to introduce Supergirl at some point.
right.
Like, they do it.
Yeah, but they don't remember that this friggin' book happened, so
No,
it's not weird.
There's no reference to it. I'm telling you, there's no reference to it in Superman Aliens 2.
Right.
Hey, look, you'll be happy to know his tattered leg comes back.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the tatters.
That looks a little
because
bit better.
You know what he did? He didn't rip it. He stuffed it into his underwear. And it just keeps
That
falling
you
out.
could do.
That you could do easily.
Yeah.
He's like, ah, jeez. I don't want to look like an idiot. in front
Oh, this
of
looks
guy.
bad.
I want to look like this was deliberate.
Yeah.
That I chose to wear only one
You
pant
look
leg.
like a half Tarzan. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this crossover? Superman Aliens. Even the goddamn teaser is Crest Chestburster. Great, let's go. No. Destroy get that costume the hell out of here.
It can't happen the entire time.
And have him be wrong the whole time. He's wrong about the decision to go. He's wrong about his assumption they're Kryptonian. He's wrong about not killing them. He's wrong the whole book.
That's what I like about my Superman books is when Superman is just always wrong.
And a raging moron. I love it. Yes, more.
Yeah, this is Mullet Superman.
This explains why people love Superman so much. Is because these books are just they can't miss.
he's just so
Superman!
relatable.
Yeah, he's got that
He's
mullet.
flawed like a person.
I mean, true, but also no.
Like the most frustrating friggin'
In
person.
the worst way. He's Holden Caulfield. Like, I hate you.
Why are you so bad?
You suck. But I'm the protagonist. I know.
I know.
Yeah, that means I have to keep
That's what
watching
makes
you.
this so difficult to read.
So she explains, yeah, we named our city after the other city from Krypton because the cleric came. I'm like, what are you doing with the cleric? The cleric is this character that was introduced in like an Action Comics annual where he goes to Krypton and God in heaven. There is an Argo City kinda. Because the cleric shows up. He's like, cloning's bad. Your whole sexless weird planet sucks. And
I'm in agreement with him on that one.
It's hurting your souls and God and stuff. And they're like, what?
The readers find it deeply unrelatable.
So how about, he tries to change things. It doesn't work. It kind of gets into Jor-El's head, so then he makes Superman. But Cleric's like, I'm out of here, and I'm taking a bunch of Kryptonians with me. And so they fire their little city off into space. The problem is, they're genetically predisposed to staying on Krypton. Remember that other episode we did where we talked about that?
Yes.
So they're all cheering and excited about like their new lives, and then they all just start dying. And the cleric's like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, that's right. We've been genetically programmed to not leave like the atmosphere of Krypton. And so they just die. So anyone who would have been changed by the cleric's decisions just keel over.
And the cleric's like, God damn it.
So that's why he goes,
I'm a cult leader.
yes, you jackass. Everyone drank the Kool-Aid but you.
But they didn't know they were drinking it, or they forgot they were drinking it?
They were never told.
Yeah. So
You know what I'll do? I'm gonna call this on me. That's an L for me.
that's my bad.
Now I'm gonna go to Odaline and I'm not
We're
gonna
going to
refer
a planet
to that.
where that won't be a thing.
Hey,
I can do the same thing.
Weird thing. Are you guys genetically tied to your planet?
What? Is that a thing that one can do?
Okay, but you are weird clone people that I need to evacuate, right?
Kind of.
Because
Right.
what is his motivation for saying the people need to leave that other planet that's culturally not the same
Right.
as the one he just tried
And then
to...
he goes from planet to planet and like spreads his bullshit.
Oh, it's just like, well, whatever you believe is wrong. I
Yeah.
have it right. You
Yeah.
need to come with me.
The funny thing is, the cleric is also responsible for changing the greatest weapon that Krypton invented, called the Eradicator, and changed it into being a preserver of Kryptonian life So actually, the Eradicator character is the cleric's fault.
Nice.
Again, like, so we get a little reference to the Eradicator.
The cleric's very important.
The cleric is important. That's why he
So-
takes up 2/3 of the page. Reveals
there
that
is a
he
reference.
encountered the cleric. Yeah, that's the only citation in the entire book. They're talking about, like, Lex Luthor is in no shape to run the company. I'm like, well, because they're like, well, what issue?
Well, clearly you're up to date on your Superman, but
good.
you might not have read Action Comics Annual number 2. That's pretty fun.
I think it's just I can't cite any one issue where Lex
Right.
Luthor is dying.
If I try to cite an issue, you'll pick it up and it won't explain anything, and then you'll be mad at me.
Yeah.
Because you need to read like 10, really.
Yeah, like they don't cite the issue where Superman kills those multiversal Kryptonians.
Well, they definitely should do
Which
that.
is Superman 22, by the way, so pick that up. It's from the 87 series. But I digress. Odilinians embrace Kryptonian culture and act as like their spiritual successors. That's why they look and act like Kryptonians.
Okay, they look like humans.
Yes.
Because the Kryptonians look like
But they kind of
humans.
dress like Kryptonians or whatever, but they're also not like sexless weirdos. Anyway, so she's like, wait, how did you get off planet? The Kryptonians die, they leave. Like, yeah, my parents made a special exception for me. She's like,
Yeah. This is the explanation for why there are literally no other Kryptonians.
that's right.
Even
you!
ones visiting other worlds when the planet exploded. No. Nobody could visit
No
another
one could.
world.
Yeah, that's right.
See, it all holds
See?
together.
Yeah, we will not abandon this 20 short years into our new continuity. So, anyway, through context that you get, mostly through the reading of the book, she feels like a sister to Clark, and so she gives him a photo of herself when she was 6, when she was actually happy. And she's like, when I die, because I'm not Superman, you can look at this and feel bad about your horrible decisions you made. She doesn't say that. She's just like, you can
You
miss
can
me.
look at this and feel sad.
Yeah.
Well, you have a plan at least to save yourself, but
Yeah.
it won't work for me, so
Well,
I'm dead
it
either
might
way.
because we did have a red sun, so like I could theoretically be Supergirl.
Oh, but
And
not,
I wouldn't be
not like
Literally.
a Kryptonian, more like one of them. What are the?
Odiliniers.
No.
Oh.
What's the other ones? They're Daxamites.
Oh yeah, the Daxamites.
Yeah, maybe
I
like a
kinda that.
Daxamite, like almost like a Kryptonian, but
Right,
like
just don't get me in
weaker.
your lead or I'll get cancer. Like
Yeah.
it's just weird.
I'll have a different random weakness to you, and I won't be quite as strong.
Yeah.
But maybe I can
But maybe I
Exactly.
could
puke out the
survive.
Xenomorph.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really sad too, because like they have this moment where she's like, well, if you are special and super, then like you might survive the chest bursting, but like I'm dead. Because I'm not even gonna get a chance to get near that. And he's like, no, we're gonna get out of here, and you're gonna love Earth. It's awesome. Like they got corn dogs and stuff. It's gonna be amazing.
I think you understand. I've got maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So they put on spacesuits because we're sick of Superman not wearing any pants. And
Well, the atmosphere is venting, right? or
yeah, that's right.
something?
The atmosphere. Oh, because the city's gonna blow.
The dome's cracked.
Yeah, the dome's
and
cracked.
They have to
The
flee.
air's thinner. They can't breathe. So like they have more time in the suits to breathe than they do on the surface of this rock.
Right.
Right.
How did she find that S?
Oh yeah, who cares? So she
Wasn't it torn off of his chest?
It was, yeah, and she found it. And so he ties it around his arm so we get a cool Superman outfit. You know, it's the same thing as her outfit, but he's got an S on.
But he's got an S wrapped
That's how
around
you
his
know
shoulder.
you're looking at Superman. Or he could wear his suit the whole book.
No, but his suit had to be destroyed to show you how super
but
serial
did
it was.
I mean, come on.
they
So-
should have just put a few tears in it. I don't know why they felt the need.
to rip off one pant leg. I know I'm harping on like very specifically the
'Cause-
pant leg thing because it looks ridiculous.
Because it's 1995 and Superman's outfit is lame. And these
Right.
readers who are into Alien and stuff are going to want him to look cool, like he does in this red
Yeah,
suit.
shouldn't it be electric and blue?
Well, no, we got the timeline is he has to die, he has to get the mullet, he has to lose the mullet and get married, and then immediately turn blue.
Right. This is
So
in
we're between that. Again, also he would have just
Well,
used
here
his
he is,
electric
he's
powers
red.
to burn them.
Yeah, now he's red.
He's got this cool suit, you know. And hey, how do
Look
you
at
like
this. We get a full page pose. Look how
Yeah.
badass they look.
Superman
in
and Supergirl. Do you like her? Do you think she's cool and spunky? Maybe she'll be a permanent fixture of the Superman Limited. No? Okay.
No. Oh, okay.
So anyway, they drive a truck through the wall to distract the Xenomorphs, so they get on a cool space bike and fly that out, and
I
so
love the Xenomorph turning and being like, what?
what? I was digging a hole. So
What?
they go back to the ship, the derelict ship that brought the Xenomorphs in
Yeah,
the
the
first
original
place.
one, yeah.
So they're gonna go there, and they're gonna see if maybe that has like a life raft or something.
Sure.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
So they go in there, they can't see anything, they light the torch, it's surrounded by Xenomorphs, it's
That's a lot of
huge problem.
Xenomorphs.
Meanwhile, Lois kicks the gun away from Dr. Kimble, and they start fighting, and
Chick
then
fight.
And then the sequence where the Xenomorph's supposed to kill Dr. Kimble happens, but it doesn't because it just attacks her, and so they're standing there. So then Lois grabs the gun that she knocked from Dr. Kimble and then shoots at the Xenomorph because she has no policy about killing things that absolutely should be killed. So then she and Kimble go into like essentially a panic room. So Superman and Kara end up finding like a chamber full of eggs and another queen, because remember there was one queen and then there was another queen. There was a queen under ice and there was the queen that made the eggs in the first place. The point is, they won't kill Superman because he's got the queen in him. So then Kara burns all the eggs because we got to homage aliens. And so Superman uses his vision to find the ship that they're looking for, and he's like, perfect. Meanwhile, like the Xenomorph, bored of not killing these girls, is like, all right, I'm gonna kill everyone else in the ship. So it starts like mucking around in the ship. Like there's a couple of scientists working on like some gyroscope ship thing. I don't know. They're working on some kind of super science space thing.
They
Those
don't
are like
even know.
constructs.
They're like, you heard the rumors about some kind of monster aboard the ship?
Yeah, they're just like, well, whatever.
And
And that's why we have this like funny sequence where the old man is like so uninterested in what's going on that he like barely hears the Xenomorph emerge from an air duct and then look him face to face, and he's like, huh. And then it's just like, phew.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother, I'm dead.
I love that it does that
Yeah.
directly to his head and face, and there's nothing.
Well, yeah.
Can't show that.
Can't show that, even though there's no
No.
comic code.
And I showed things bursting out of people's chests while they were alive.
Right, and it's like, look,
Maybe the alien grabbed him.
yeah, and hit him in the mouth.
No.
You didn't see the mouth.
I mean, that's gross. But that's,
Yeah, I don't like that.
no, maybe the mouth just came out, just gave him a little kiss right on the forehead.
Ooh, just,
Like,
yeah, maybe it did that.
Ooh,
I mean,
little guy.
we don't know how they work. So, anyway, the Xenomorph like chucks half of the guy's body into the reactor they were building, which causes a hull breach in, LexCorp. So now there's a ticking clock for them too.
Oh, no.
Oh no! This whole thing is going to be pulled into Earth's gravity, and
Okay.
then we're going to blow up. And
now
we're
I
gonna kill a bunch
really
of people.
don't care.
What do you mean?
This is going on for way too long, and too much is like falling off the rails.
Yes, end.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
stakes. Like, I don't. Like, shouldn't this be over?
Yeah.
It really should be.
It should have
by
been
now.
over about 8 pages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still need an escape plan.
Yeah, they still need an escape plan. And then the Xenomorphs break free, and Superman is just like, that's enough! I'm tired of you freaking assholes! Your godforsaken relentlessness! So he starts shooting one of them with fire.
Oh, no.
And Kara's like, fucking finally.
It's about damn
It's the only time
time.
she smiles in the whole book. She's like, nice to see you use deadly force, Cal. I might be able to get a fighter out of you yet. And he's like, I told you that I won't kill sentient beings, Kara. I plan to adhere to that principle. And I'm like, who's to say they're sentient?
Yeah. Do they think therefore they are?
Prove to the court that they are sentient.
I can't even prove to you I'm sentient. There's no
Right.
test for sentience.
If you're pondering the fact that you're sentient, you're sentient.
Exactly.
It's a vexing problem in philosophy and
Yeah.
research and so forth. Particularly pertinent at this moment in our history.
Indeed, indeed.
But he knows this friggin' alien thing is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's one of Clark's powers.
Well, because they're able to like plan. Like they're ants. They're big ants. Yeah, I can determine sentience also. It's another vision of mine.
Yeah. I can see.
I can see that you have consciousness, in even the smallest degree.
You have like an aura. I can see that. It's kind of like magic.
It's part of X-ray.
But science. I'm not
It
magic.
connects you to all living things.
Yeah.
So anyway, the point is that there's two pods and one of them's stuck, and so what matters is Kara has to make a harrowing sacrifice. Where
Right.
she has to like blow up a thing to separate a guy and make the yada yada fire
Do
into
a science
such
fiction
and
thing,
such.
yeah.
And so it's got to, I got to, and look, I'm dead anyway, but you can make it because you're made of sterner stuff anyway. Like, you're stronger, you'll delay the chest bursting. And so Superman asks for control of the transporter, the pocket version of it that she used to go into the egg chamber and rescue him in the first place. And he's like, there's a transporter booth right next to the power core that you need to use to blow that up and get us out of here. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to, like, get into it, and then I'll, like, recall you, like, go do the thing you need to do to blow this shit out and then get us out of here. And then I'll teleport you into your pod. So you don't have to sacrifice yourself.
Okay.
And so she's like, you gave me any hope, and so I love you for that. Thank you. And he's like, oh, I love you too. Blows up the shit she needs to blow up, and then hops into the transporter. She's like, all right, I'm ready. And he's like, wait a second. So then he uses the transporter on her. He's like, don't leave the booth, whatever you do. And she's like, what are you doing? And then she starts the transport, it doesn't work. And he's like, no, it did work. Stay where you are.
This is so stupid.
I liked it. I thought it was a smart move. But then the transporter thingy shatters because a xenomorph attacks her. And he's like, no, get back in the booth. No. And then the pod launches out, and we see like a harrowing recreation of the last son of Krypton, like the pod leaving a doomed homeworld. Like, duh. Just to do it all over again. Mm-hmm. So.
And he's fighting through pain right now because the thing is trying to.
Oh yeah, it's like poking through his chest. It's like bink, bink, bink. He's like, no.
This is it. It's coming.
Oh boy, here I go. So then it fires through hyperspace. He's like, oh, I'm near the sun. Great. Just jumps out of the pod. And he's like, okay. Ah. And I'm like, it's pitching a tent in your suit. Yeah. It's bursted.
Yeah, you're done, man.
No, that's my skin. My skin's still holding it in.
No, if it gets to the skin, it's gone through the bone.
And it's already out of your ribcage.
Pushing my rib bones out of the way and squeeze in between them.
It's a pretty prominent bulge. So
my ribs are super flexible. Kryptonian ribs are like honey.
And then he eventually heaves the embryo out.
He just loogies it?
He vomits, but yes. So then he's like, oh shit, LexCorp's falling. So then he goes and...
It's not in his stomach.
No.
He can't just regurgitate it like it's a bad meal.
He coughs it up.
He says, it's gross and weird, but I eventually regurgitate the creature.
Yeah, so technically it's not regurgitated if it wasn't in his stomach, but maybe it was in his stomach. I don't know where they go.
I think it's more like he pushes it back into his system, and then his, unique Kryptonian biology it breaks it down and makes it into waste.
Into a goo, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Where do they go? Do they go in your stomach? Do
They're
they go in your lungs?
Your chest. They're
but where in your
they're not in your lungs.
Your lung cavity?
They're outside your lungs.
Oh.
Yeah, because you can still breathe. And
so they insert themselves into a void in
they're between
your lungs.
Yeah, it grows and it causes extreme discomfort.
Yeah, but it doesn't go in your stomach, even though it's a tube that goes in your mouth.
It somehow finds its way not into either your stomach or your lungs.
Yeah. Well,
but
presumably
that's the only tubes that you have.
Yeah.
It's small enough where the egg goes somewhere where it's going to carve itself out.
Punches through the wall of your esophagus into the void.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind your lungs. Okay. Yeah.
And you would only really know, maybe some kind of esophageal pain. Maybe you would, because you're unconscious.
It's a little incision.
Yeah.
Minor.
Yeah, but it becomes a major one.
Yeah. Well, later.
Then you get GERD as a result. So Superman picks up the ship and the whole station and makes sure it doesn't.
Saves the station.
Saves the station, and then Kimble.
There's aliens on there, man.
There's only one. Remember, Lois burns the other ones. So Kimble and Lois are about to get killed by the Xenomorph, and then it's about to bite Lois. And Superman just shoves his arm into the Xenomorph's mouth.
Oh, nice.
And it shatters his teeth. And this is why he needed to save the scrap of Superman logo, so that we could see this triumphant moment where Superman actually defeats the Xenomorph. And he's just like, that's enough! No! You killed everyone! He's like, I want to burn you! No!
But I won't.
But I won't do it!
I still won't.
And Kimble's like, but I will! And so she takes the thing and burns, she melts it.
Yes.
Burn!
She learned her lesson.
Yeah. Lois is like, holy shit, Clark, what the fuck was that all about? And he's like, death. Bloody, heinous death. I want to go. I don't want to talk about it right now. So he pimps away. And then she's like, what's going on? What's your whole story? And I'm like, no, it's over.
No.
It's over. And he's like, no, I met this girl, this poor girl, Kara, and she was this light in the darkness. And blah, blah, blah. I felt like I had a sister for a few seconds, and she saved my life. And Lois is like, well, maybe she didn't die. And he's like, no, she's definitely
dead.
Even though I used the transporter to teleport the Xenomorph in her chest out.
Right. But then I wasn't able to teleport her into my pod, so there's no way she survived.
But she did. She got into a pod anyway.
She got into a different
floating
pod.
in space. And so he's
Good.
just like,
She's doomed to die in a tiny pod in
Well,
space.
his pod was able
Good
to get to
job.
Earth,
Yeah.
so they must be able to travel through hyperspace.
yeah, it has hyperspace.
It's like a fully functional single-person ship.
Yeah, it's an alien ship that no one lays claim to, so
Yeah, it can do
all
whatever.
kinds of things.
Yeah.
But he says, I couldn't save her, Lois. I saved her from the aliens, but I couldn't save her life. She died with the asteroid. All I can do is remember her and hope she finally found some peace. While she survives and is flying through space
No.
forever.
No.
She never comes back.
I don't believe
She's not in
it.
Superman Aliens
She's
2.
dead.
She's never back.
No.
She never does anything. And I think it's because Jurgens is like, well, maybe she will be Supergirl. Like, maybe we'll bring her back.
Also, like,
maybe.
there's no chance I
They won't.
just transported the alien out and not, like, also part of her organs.
Nope.
So she had to.
No.
No, I'm super. I figured out what,
Yeah, and she had super technology. They did
Yeah.
these people, so you could just tell it. It's kind of like ChatGPT.
Yeah, just
you
like,
just say remove only
Xenomorph.
the xenomorph parts, but leave all the person parts.
Yes. On one hand, like, I love a prestige-bound miniseries.
The art's fun.
The art's fun. I actually really like this style for Jurgens. It's very different, but it's also because of the help from
There's-
Kevin Nolan.
There's so much potential here.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you had asked me in 1995, oh, do you want to read Superman Aliens like they did? I said no. And I would say it again. But that's because I'm like, well, he would just annihilate them.
Right, but
But
they're
he
gonna do a
can't.
thing.
But they got to do a thing. Well, like with the Predator.
But
He's
it
got to
was-
lose his powers. So he'd be hunted by the Predator.
Yeah.
But even that was a weird thing that had nothing to do. It wasn't weird because Superman fought a Predator. It's weird because they had this plot.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Hey, and
Just
here's,
like
a,
this.
here's a ship that can somehow strip Superman of his powers.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he's on a yellow sun planet,
Right.
he's very slow in getting them back.
He doesn't get them back. He needs the ship to bring them back. Like he needs a cure that he has to drink from the Predators.
I mean, I forgot it was like a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
he
the
gets
thing.
like an alien virus. Yeah. But this is just like, I mean, like, look, if you said to me, we're going to tease the return of post-crisis Supergirl in this fucking Aliens crossover, I've been like, are you nuts?
That is
And, like,
not a
weird
good
idea.
idea. Yeah.
Technically, they could have.
And they I think they should have.
What if she thinks she's Odilinian
But she's not.
and she's not?
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe she's the lone survivor from the cleric. Like the cleric found one young survivor and then gave her to the Odilinian family.
And she doesn't remember.
But are you genetically locked? What? No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
No,
How do
man.
you genetically lock someone to
Nah.
a planet?
Yeah, that's insane. I don't even know
Yeah,
how that
that
would
was
work.
never a thing.
That was never a thing.
There were some superstitious people in Krypton who believed that.
So hard that they killed
Actually, the
themselves.
cleric murdered them
There we go.
with poison.
Also, guess what? You know what? You have a little piece of Krypton inside of you now.
Yeah.
Everyone does. There, you're linked to your home planet. You don't have to worry about that curse
Well,
anymore.
if you did, though, you'd come to Earth and die because it would turn to kryptonite.
It would-
Well, no, that's because
it was because it exploded, right?
Right,
That's
yes.
what
Yeah.
radiated it.
That's
If you had
okay,
a
you got me there. Yeah.
pre-explosion rock, it should
It should
not
not
be
kill
kryptonite.
you. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Here's a universe where you could have Superman kill
Yes, and also, I mean, look,
aliens.
He
He
could
can kill aliens.
He can kill aliens. These things, come on. That I heard from your publishing house.
And
They're not even
they
from
were
around here.
invented to die.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week with another episode. I'm Sal.
Okay, then.
I'm Ben.
Keep reading.
Do they kill those sentient aliens?
Oh man, I don't recall off the top of my head if the JLA kills the Predators. I know that they don't make it.
Because that'd be great if they're just like, we have to murder them.
They do
did
die
they-
because they were like genetically modified to like mirror their powers and stuff.
That's right.
That is worse. JLA Predators still stands alone as
Yes,
the worst
that is
possible
worse.
Fox property crossover with DC.
They kill each other. They kill each other through like accidents and stuff.
That's right. They like
Nobody
get out of their
kills
way. No one kills them, but also they die anyway.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
Ugh.
That was one where it's like, the creators went, I don't even know what a Predator is, but I'll do it because
Right.
every time we cross over a Dark Horse, it has to be a fun challenge. It can't be a thing I really want to do. That only can happen once in Batman Predator.
Here's the
Outside
thing.
of that, nothing else. Oh, and Batman Alien.
Whoa, we're crossing over with Dark Horse. But it's still a DC book.
Yes, and it has to be
It will
deeply
never
seated
be
in continuity.
more of a Dark Horse book.
No. It is all us with some Fox property, window.
Well, it's not like. Well, maybe they were. I was gonna say it's not like Dark Horse has a rich alien continuity that they can borrow from.
They did.
Really, and it's not in this.
No, because you don't. Because no one's gonna do that. No, Predator and Alien both had like
DC's like, you're using our stuff.
They're like, we didn't even read
Or
it.
we won't do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Alien doesn't want that either. They're like, I
Yeah.
don't want you digging into that.